Okay, so this is day one of a 12-day adventure motorcycle trip actually, but starting off driving between Port Macquarie and Broken Hill. So the trip is with Aussie Bike and Hike, I should say, and they're an Australian motorcycle adventure tour company. We're going to be starting in Broken Hill and riding into South Australia, going to the Flinders Ranges, Hawker and Maree, and then heading west on the Oodnadatta track to Coober Pedy and back to Broken Hill via Roxby Downs and Hawker again. As we arrived a day early, we had time to visit Silverton, which is an old silver mining town about 30 k's northwest of Broken Hill. Alex Cullen of Aussie Bike or Hike gave us a briefing the evening before to let us know what to expect.
Scratched on it, so got it to the Outback. Yeah. And so here's the plan, is hopefully not too busy. Hopefully he's just cruising along in his car.
Okay, the first morning, we're heading off to Yunta first of all, down in South Australia. It's going to be bitumen all the way to Yunta. 250 kilometres, that's going to be a bit boring. But then we should be doing some dirt after that as we head to Hawker for the day. It's pretty bloody cold, ice everywhere, rugged up to the eyeballs. I feel like the Michelin Man. Anyway, beautiful morning here. And looks like we're going to have fine weather for the whole trip, so that's pretty good. As the Outback Resort didn't serve breakfast, we stopped at Hungry Jack's. I've got a tip for you. If you're ever in Broken Hill and see this place, just keep on going. It's the worst cheese and tomato toastie I've ever had. The big bench is at the Line of Load Miners Memorial, which is one of the world's largest bodies of silver, lead and zinc ore. So we made it to Yunta from Broken Hill, about 250 kilometres down the road. Very cold morning. It's warmed up a bit now, about 12 degrees now, but it was about 0 when we got going this morning. Incredibly flat, barren countryside, but there's still goats. There's goats everywhere. The Tiger 900 Rally Pro thrives on fast-flowing outback roads. It's remarkably capable, equally at home on sealed highways or on dirt tracks, without leaning too heavily towards either terrain. One of its standard features is a comfortable heated seat, perfect for these chilly outback mornings. Add to that a generous suite of standard features and a decent power delivery, and you've got a machine that's just built for adventure. After about an hour we stopped for a break and to regroup. It also gave me a chance to lower my tyre pressures, which were still too high. The corner marking system worked very well for the group. Alex Cudlin, as the lead rider, would stop the rider behind him at an intersection, whose job was then to direct the other riders through. When the sweep turned up, the corner marker could go again. Dust was an ever-present issue for mid-pack riders like myself, especially when there was no wind to blow it away. It just hung in the air and made it really difficult to see the road surface. My air filter definitely needed attention when I got home. The pink vested riders are part of the crew. That's Pardo going past, a quick rider and a gun mechanic. A few people needed his services on the tour, especially for punctures. Time for a beer and a goat curry.
and then it's tar.
Yeah. Right.
And then
The dirt just starts here?
yeah, just back there, chucking right.
Right.
Yeah, about 30, 35 maybe of dirt. Nice dirt.
The roads through the Flinders between Hawker and Maree were definitely one of the highlights of the trip for me. I felt like I could ride forever. The further you ride through the Flinders, the quieter the mind becomes. Out here, motion is meditation. You lose track of time and find something better, presence. This is Farina Bakery. They're just about to close for the season and they've managed to lay on a whole load of beautiful bread, Vegemite jam and the offcuts of their custard tarts. I think we'll probably be their last customers before they close.
Damper and treacle.
That's your last day, is it?
Yeah, today's our last day.
Where are you heading?
Probably
Home to Hamilton.
6 or 8 weeks and 10 weeks flat strap.
10 weeks.
And then he's
Have you filming?
10 weeks off.
Are you the baker?
Yeah.
Are you the baker? eh?
Yes, I'm the baker.
You're the one that's down underground.
Yeah, head baker and my legend day.
The original route had included the Birdsville track, but the Queensland floods in March prevented that. I couldn't resist running a couple of kilometres of it at Maree just to say I've been on it. Instead, the route was changed to take the Oodnadatta track and William Creek roads through William Creek to Coober Pedy. With each turn of the wheel, the horizon stays just out of reach, and behind me, the Outback slips away, quiet and endless. always wanted to see this in flood.
Pretty cool.
It's cool. I know you can't really see from the video, but right over there on the horizon is Lake Eyre South in flood, which is a pretty rare event. The rider of this Northern 901 hit an emu earlier on in the trip but managed to stay on, lucky for him. The fairing was zip tied back together again. This is Pardo and the crew fixing punctures. Hear what he has to say about the conditions on the track.
Well, here we are on the Oodnadatta track, heading to Coober Pedy, and it's the windiest conditions I've ever ridden in. It is crazy, absolutely crazy.
In the outback's vast desolation, the wind doesn't just blow, it carves and it scours, stripping away thought and comfort, until all that's left is the rider and the road exposed to its raw elemental force. So have you asked for forgiveness, Nigel? Sit down on your knees, come on. You have so many sins, don't know where to begin with those. So many sins to be forgiven, mate. This is the Catacomb Church, one of 3 in Coober Pedy. This is an Anglican one, and there is apparently a Catholic one and a Serbian Orthodox, did he say, Nigel?
Yeah.
Serbian Orthodox, which apparently is the really spectacular one. We'll have to see if we can find that too. After a rest day in Coober Pedy, there were 2 optional routes to Roxby Downs. The first was back along William Creek Road and Oodnadatta track and then south on the dirt, or the second along the Stewart Highway and then left to Woomera and Roxby Downs. Most chose the dirt, but I was just looking for a cruisy, stress-free run, playing some music in my Bluetooth headset, so I chose the bitumen. 4 other riders joined me. After a night in Roxby Downs, we found some more dirt between Corn and Hawker. One of the advantages of falling to the back of the group to set up the camera is it gave me the opportunity to hunt down the pack. Okay, I've had my fun. Time to settle down for a cruisy ride on the last section of dirt. Tomorrow was to be the final day between Hawker and Broken Hill. It was bitumen all the way because the weather closed in. It was very cold, very wet and very windy. Most dirt roads were closed as a result. I literally got blown off my bike at the servo at Yunta. The gusts were that strong. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so that YouTube lets others find it as well. Thanks.
So thanks everyone. I'm going to keep it short. I just want to say a big thank you to my crew that have come out and helped with the sweeps and the mechanical stuff. Backup drivers, they make my job a lot easier. When I first started this tour business 7 or 8 years ago, I was trying to do it all. Me and Dad was driving and I was trying to do the lead, the sweep. Not very good at the repairs, but you know, we got it done. But with this crew we've got, makes my job easier, and it helps all of you guys out. So big thank you to them. Thank you to everyone who came. If you did like any of these trips, tell as many people as you can. If you hated it, keep your mouth. Until it's solved. And I hope to see you on another one this year or next year.
Yeah.
Cheers.